Hey man, what's up YouTube? Today we got a very special video. I know I told you guys I'm gonna start my series pretty much interviewing a bunch of 7, 8, 9-figure entrepreneurs, and in this video I got a very special one. This guy, I don't know too much about him. Normally I should do my research. I should start doing my research more, shouldn't I? I definitely should. But I didn't really do my research on him. I don't know too much about him. I do know what he's created, and a lot of people, especially here in Miami and worldwide, know what he has created. And I texted him, this was super last minute. I was like, yo, you want to do a YouTube video real quick? Pretty much breaking down your story this night. He was like, yeah, so fuck it. We're going to run it real quick. It's the GOAT. His name is Allan. I don't know how much, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much he's worth, the company's worth, but I know to me, I think it could be $1 billion company if it does scale. So, you know, I'm excited to pick his brain a little bit, talk about his story, how he came up with the idea, how he started, you know, how he's gotten his app this far, and what his plans are to continue growing it in the future. Just excited. Yeah, I'm excited to see what's up. So without further ado, we're gonna jump in straight to the video, and Allan's gonna do his little intro. Let's get it. All right, you guys, so in this video, we're here with the man, the myth, the legend himself, here in the TABLER headquarters with Allan, my guy here. Thank you so much for your time. And pretty much in this video, my goal is just to pick your brain a little bit, talk about kind of your story, how you got started, kind of what led up to creating TABLER and the app and like I said, the business that you created, the ins and outs, what your day-to-day is like, and kind of what are your plans for the app in the future. And I just like I said, just really want to pick your brain a little bit, and I'm gonna let you introduce yourself and tell the people kind of who you are and what you've created.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So I'm Allan. I'm the CEO and founder of TABLER. I'm in entrepreneurship since I was 20. I had a sport nutrition store for 4 years in Slovenia. I was exporting like a US proteins, all these like sport nutrition goods. Then we've been in like Airbnb arbitrage, like in the beginning.
Okay.
We had like over 100 units in Europe, Amsterdam, Istanbul. We were doing pretty good, and then I exited this. I sold to my two partners.
Nice.
And my last big project was a pharmaceutical company. Just before COVID, me and two partners bought like a big Slovenian pharmaceutical company, 20 years old.
Nice.
It had 300,000 revenue when we bought it. In 2 years, we bring this company to 10 million. We signed two biggest tender with Slovenian government for the rapid tests. We've been all over the media in Slovenia. They said Allan is a CEO of TABLER. He's organizing illegal parties during the COVID and selling the government rapid tests. So, you know, it was pretty good. We've been in Tulum, and they were calling me from like a Slovenian media, and they were saying, yeah, well, how is this? You know, you have a nightlife app and you're selling rapid tests, and you know, but in the end of the day, you know, we see that in the end of the day, the COVID was like a one big scam.
100%. You said you started with Airbnb arbitrage, or you started with the nutrition?
Yeah, sport nutrition. When I was 20.
And then Airbnb arbitrage, and then you led to the pharmaceutical?
Yes.
And so were you doing anything besides the rapid test, or
I was very early in crypto. Okay. So in Bitcoin, Ethereum, we were mining Ethereum when it was $60, and this was like in 2016, 2017. I bought a lot of Bitcoins for like a $500 in very early stage. So I traveled 65 countries with just money from crypto. I was living in Dubai for 2 years, 1 year in Bali, 3 years in Vancouver.
You're partying a lot, huh?
Yeah, and this is how I get the idea about TABLER, you know. I was traveling with my buddy, like just me and him together. Always have the same issue. We can buy the best table in the club, but never have enough people, right?
Yeah.
So we were thinking what to do, you know. Like I saw people were posting on Tinder, people posting on Instagram. I have a table. So then I was in Ibiza like 6-7 years ago. I was standing on the VIP in Ushuaia, and I was thinking I should make a platform that I can post my table on the app, or like my private party, both, and then everybody with the same location, they will see that I have a table or a private party, and they can send me requests to join. And this is how everything started in my head, you know.
I know. Before, because you used to have a TikTok, right?
Yeah.
And I used to see you all the time on TikTok. And I remember it was years ago. How long ago did you start that TikTok?
So I started working on idea of TABLER was in 2019, September.
Yeah.
Then I launched in the App Store in September 2020. So 1 year from my head to the App Store was pretty emotional, you know, like something you have in head and then it's like in 1 year after is in the App
think
Store.
from there, and do you still have those TikToks up?
Yeah.
We should pop some of those up here because, bro, I remember, and it probably was 2020, 2021. And I first moved down to Miami in 2019. And so when I came down, like I used to do YouTube and stuff too, but when I came down, I had a mentor who did real estate wholesaling, and like for me, bro, like entrepreneurship is my passion. Like I stopped YouTube because I mean, I like the channel was doing good, but there was no real money. I didn't know how to monetize at that point, so I wanted to start on entrepreneurship. And so I came down to Miami. I had a mentor who did real estate wholesaling. He was paying me $2K a month, and I was pretty much his assistant. And I told myself, I was like, bro, I had to tell my parents, I had to drop out of college and stuff too, and I had a scholarship and I ran track. And I told my parents, I was like, listen, like, I'm gonna do this. I made a whole presentation. I was like, this is why I'm gonna do this. Like, I love you guys, so I'm telling you why, and this is my mission and what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do this anyways. And so once my mentor said yes, I came down and I told myself, I was like, cause you hear crazy stories about Miami. Yeah. So I told myself, I was like, I'm not gonna get lost in the sauce. I'm not gonna party, not gonna do anything. And when I first came down to Miami, I was in efficiency. I was paying like $800 a month in like a little square, and I was just working for this guy, Nick Estes. And I was just losing my mind because I didn't have shit to do. Like I was just fucking losing my mind. And so, but I started seeing the nightlife and kind of like the potential and how much money comes in and out of Miami. I started going out a little bit more, started meeting like dope entrepreneurs. And around that time was when I started seeing your TikTok videos. Okay. And actually, they were doing pretty good, I believe.
There was some of my TikToks, but most of the TikTok was from my brother, you know?
Was your brother?
Yeah.
Because he was talking about TABLER, and I think what you were trying to do is like see how fast you could grow it. Yeah. You were making videos around that or something. I want to pull it up because I want to like remember it, but okay. I think that was pretty fresh though from seeing that and then seeing what you actually brought it to. Because right now in Miami, bro, a lot of people know about TABLER. Like a lot of people.
I know, yeah.
A lot of people use the app too. It's kind of fresh.
It's like I'm always saying, you know, in Miami when you're a founder of TABLER, I come and I said I'm founder of TABLER. The girls say, oh really? We love it. You know, like I'm little Mark Zuckerberg. You know. Like,
bro. And I always say this because I've never sat down with you. I've sat down. I know Ali. I know. I think Josh, I think his name is Evans. Yeah. I know a couple more people on the team. I can't remember names.
Maybe Matt.
I know Matt as well, yeah. And like so I know all these people. I never sat down with you, but I always tell them, bro, I have nothing but good things to say. Like, and we're in similar industries. I would love to see how we could work together as well. But the concept is beautiful, and kind of like in this video I just want to talk about. Wait, first off, let's backtrack a little bit. So you were selling COVID tests while you're doing parties in Miami.
No, I was doing parties so I will tell you like one very big marketing story. Nobody knows this. I never tell this in public.
Can this go?
Yeah, this can go. Okay. Yeah, now it can go. So during the COVID, I was in Slovenia. I have a nightlife app. So I said I was thinking I should make a very big marketing move. You know, there was a curfew in Slovenia, and between like 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. in the morning, you cannot go out of the house. So it's almost impossible to make party, right? Yeah. So what I got idea, I said, let's make a fake party. So the party which will never happen. So I call like 6-7 biggest influencers in Slovenia. I find my old videos from like previous years where you cannot see where it is, like just lights, music, DJ.
Yeah.
And I said to them, I post on Instagram and I said today is a big party, tonight is a big party, only 50 people. If you want to come, you have to be fast. Bro, in like 20 minutes, my phone was ringing. Bro, can I get to the party? I said, no, it's not possible, bro. It's full. Like everybody wants to get in.
Joke?
I was just joke. I'm sitting at home watching Netflix. And having like a music full, like people calling me. I said, no, bro, it's not possible. It's not. People talking to each other, bro, can you get me in? No. I said to influencers, 9 p.m. today, everybody start posting the party, the videos what I sent to you. So there is the same videos.
Yeah.
Bro, people start talking. People like, whoa, can I get in? No. I'm watching a home movie, you know?
Yeah.
3 days after, the biggest Slovenian media take the article. Allan organizing illegal parties during the COVID.
Holy shit.
Like the old people were like, oh, what the fuck? Every young people were downloading the app, you know?
Yeah.
Like was all over the media. We get so many downloads because of this, you know? Because
That's so smart.
And you know, like people were asking me, yeah, but what if police comes to you, you know, and they will like because because they don't know that it was fake party, because just a couple of people know, you know. And I said, bro, if they come to me, I will show them. I have dates from where these videos are. Everything is fake, you know. Nobody never came, you know.
Yeah.
And this was like the one of the biggest marketing move. And you know, I'm always when I'm doing things, I'm telling my team and everyone, we have to be bigger than life, you know. It has to be like so big, you know, that people start talking, you know, because you see what the Ryan Garcia is doing, what the Jake Paul is doing, you know, like everything, it's like a big hype, you know. He's putting like a fake belly on the you know, people talking to each other. So this is how you can build currently company, because you 100%. Know, in the world when everybody is the same, you have to stand out somehow, you 100%.
Know. And I always say, like, virality, the same thing. I feel like it's the same thing. Like marketing, every business is marketing. Like you need marketing, you need sales. But without marketing, you can't get sales. So it's like, well, what I always say is like, well, to go viral, I feel like it's the same thing. Like you just proved the point, is like, I say you either have to be relatable or you have to be controversial. And like, that's something that's controversial as fuck. You know what I'm saying? COVID-19, you're doing that. But so did that have any repercussions at all? Like, do you have like people are like, because at that time, did you have the pharmacy or no?
Yeah, I had a...
So were people like...
Yeah, they were putting, Allan is organizing illegal parties, selling to the government money, spending. After this, I went in Tulum. They were putting in the media, Allan is spending government money in Tulum, you know. Bro, I didn't even get paid because government has 3 months to pay the bill, you know.
Yeah.
So, like, and I went to media, I said, guys, I didn't get paid the bill. I'm spending my own money, you know. I bring Slovenian government rapid test. We saved them like a $2 million, right? Because we were like one euro cheaper than the second biggest provider, which was the biggest pharmaceutical company in Slovenia, which is making 200 million a year, you know?
Yeah, that's fresh. How do you get into that? And how do you get it? So you got a government contract?
Yeah, we had a government contract.
How'd you? But that's in Slovenia, no?
Yeah, but I'm not. I exit this company as well. So how we did it? We bought the pharmaceutical company, which was 20 years old, just right before COVID, because we saw that it's coming. You know, I'm a huge believer of law of attraction. So I saw the COVID is coming. I was thinking, oh, we should like buy some like a pharmaceutical company, because this will be like a big business. And my friend called me. He said, yeah, you know, my friend mom, she's selling the 20 years old company, and he gave me like a very good price, and I said, let's buy it. And we bought, and in the end, you know, we had like a contract with all hospitals, with everyone in Slovenia, and then we do the like a big and everything was like, if I tell you the whole story, it's crazy. So the whole idea of the tender was set up for someone to win, right? For some big company, because it was set up like this, that on Thursday there was they put the tender out, like condition of the tender. Monday morning you have to deliver by 10 a.m. the sample. So from Thursday afternoon until Monday, it's almost impossible to bring from China the sample, right? Because you don't know what tests are we. There is like 1,000 different tests, right? Yeah. So this particular test, you have to bring sample by Monday morning. So what we did, if you don't bring this sample, you have to pay like a fine, you know, like a very high fine to the government. If you sign up and you don't bring the test, the sample. So what we did is we said, okay, let's try to bring this from China. I said, I will sit on the airplane, I will fly to China, bring the package back, because this is the fastest way. There was no possible, because China was closed, so you cannot enter the China. So I was thinking how to do this, you know. So I put on Instagram, I said, yeah, we have someone who has a package, who is in China, they can bring this package, right? So one guy tell me, yeah, my friend is a pilot, he is in Beijing, in the airport, hotel, and he can bring. So my guy from China delivered this package to the airport. The guy said, I will be on Sunday afternoon in Frankfurt, right? His plan changed. He has to fly to Korea. And then he said, I will be 6 a.m. in the morning, Monday. And we have to deliver package by Monday, 10 p.m. Just in case we put on Friday and DHL as well package, you know, but we know that maybe by Monday morning it's not possible almost to come this package. So what we did was the guy told me I won't make it by Sunday. I check all flights. I check if someone can drive from Frankfurt to Slovenia. It's like almost 10-hour drive. It's not possible to bring from 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. package to the government, right? So we were sitting at, we were this time in skiing in Austria. We were thinking what to do, you know, we will have a fine, you know, if you don't deliver this, you know. I said the only possible way is to buy a private jet, to take this package from Frankfurt to Slovenia. I'm on the call with private jet company. They said 8K. They said, okay, let's do 8K.
It's a good price.
Yeah, 8K. They fly. But we were like in Salzburg, in between Frankfurt and Slovenia. And I said, like, if we're already paying this jet, let's tell them to pick up us in Salzburg, and we go with the jet together, right? So we the jet land. We go. We film everything. We come to the jet. We put a sticker on the jet. We make a picture. We ask the guy if he can put a sticker, and guy said, yeah, no problem. And then the pilot come and he said, we cannot fly because it's a fog in Slovenia. We cannot land.
Oh my God.
And I was like, fuck, we pay everything. Like what? We will not make it now in the end. So we were like discussing where is the closest airport that we can land and drive the package. There was no anyway. And then in the end, the pilot said, we don't want to fly because you put a sticker on the jet.
Oh my God.
And the guy told us, we have on the camera, when the guy said that we can put a sticker on the jet. So our assistant from the office, she called me. She said, Allan, the package is here. It came with DHL.
Oh shit.
And I said, bro, just take the jet. Yeah. And we left. Next day, in 2 days, they text me, yeah, you have to pay the full lag because you put a sticker on. Then we create the video with the subtitles. The guy said that we can, and I said, okay, try to charge me the whole lag. I will also you. They said it's okay. You just pay from Frankfurt to Salzburg.
That's a crazy story.
And then we put we give the government the sample. We sign up on the tender, and we won the tender in the end, and was crazy, you know. Like everybody was saying that we were like connected to government, that we won this, but we were never like we don't even know anyone from government. We were just giving so good price that they cannot like. You know, they wasn't able to take another one because it will cost them like $1 million or like €1 million more, right?
And your margins probably weren't that high, but they do high quantity, right?
Yeah, the margin was very low. We make like 72K on a 1.5 million deal because we just want to get in, you know?
Yeah.
This was our first deal.
Exactly.
So we just want to get in. We said we don't care about the earnings. We just want to, because this pharmaceutical industry, this is like all old money, old people, right? So like a young guy to come into this industry, you have to be like a really good deal, you know? And this was the whole crazy story about I never told this in public, and media was giving the wrong story, you know? The media was putting the wrong story in the media that we fly with private jets from the government money, but the whole private jet things was just to deliver this package because it was from Thursday to Monday, right? Yeah. But in the end, the DHL came, so we didn't even need the private jet.
So you're a pretty big deal up there, huh?
Yeah, everybody knows me. Like a lot of people are, you know, 50% of people they are haters. Yeah. 50% they like me, but 100%. It's always the same, right?
That's how it is.
50% of people hate Cristiano Ronaldo. 50% they love him.
What I say is, if you don't have news articles hating on you, you're not doing something right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, like this in US, I learn it's like a different mentality. In Slovenia, it's like, you know, like yeah, they are just. You know, it's different. Like in Slovenia, if you drive nice car, they will say, yeah, he's doing some shady shit. Yeah. He's drug dealer or some bullshit. But here in America, you know, if you drive a nice car, people come to you and they say, well, bro, what are you doing? Can you help me? I want to do 100%. The same. You know, like in Slovenia, we have like a Mirko Tuš. He's one of the richest guy in Slovenia. He has like a lot of stores. He cannot drive nice car because people won't go anymore and buy food, bread in his store, right? Because they will say, yeah, I don't want to buy the bread in the store. He's driving Rolls Royce around, you know? So it's like, because it's very small, it's only 2 million people, everybody know each other. You know, it's very like a close community. It's almost smaller than Miami, you know?
And so you said you also had like a party app out there as well?
Yeah, no, it was TABLER. I started TABLER from there.
Oh, you started TABLER from there. It was the same concept?
Same, yeah. This was nice. in 2020. When I launched on the App Store, first my like proof of concept party was in Slovenia. This was like a little bit when the COVID was going a little bit down, but I did the only like a real party during the COVID. Like I bring like super cars.
Oh, you actually did a party during COVID?
This was like during COVID, but this was already like going a little bit
Okay.
down. You still have, there was a rule like this that everybody has to have own table. So there was no dance floor.
Yeah.
So that it was like social distancing.
Okay.
And yeah, it was good party, but like only one during the COVID, you know, and like very, very like exclusive. I bring like supercars. There is not a lot of supercars in Slovenia. I bring Lambos and McLaren and stuff like this. Was a really good party. Yeah.
So,
we have on a YouTube video, so you can.
Let me guess. You moved to Miami because there was a lot less restrictions during COVID, or no?
Yeah, I launched in the App Store September 2020, and then I didn't know what to do. You know, I invested my own like 250K almost for development and everything. And I was thinking, you know, like most of the people, like at this point, they will just say, "Fuck, I fucked up. I just lost money," and they will surrender, right? I didn't want to surrender. I said we will find a way, right? This was you know, the COVID was the biggest entertainment crisis in the entertainment industry, right? There was never so big crisis. All clubs are closed, all restaurants are closed. So I didn't know what to do. My friend called me from Tulum. He said, "Allan, come to Tulum. Everything is open, you know." And this was the reason why I went in Tulum. I went for 7 days. I stayed 8 months. So 8 months in Tulum, and Tulum was our first market. I start to fly in like big influencers from US. They start posting.
Yeah.
I brought like a big photographer who was taking photos for the girls. You know.
Nice.
I realized, you know, that these big girls, like big influencers, they don't care to get paid. They just want to have content.
Yep.
So I pay rather like a big photographer, like a 3K. Every girl wants to take a photos with him.
Yeah.
And I tell girls, you get a free trip to Tulum. You get a paid villa, you go party with us, you just have to take TABLER on every party and we go together. The guy is making picture of you. And this is how everything started in Tulum, yeah. This was in December 2020. And then when Miami opens up, this was May 2021. This was when the clubs started opening, like at Leave Miami and stuff. Then I moved to Miami. And in the end, now when I'm looking back, I think the COVID was the best thing could happen to me, you know, because I wasn't rushing, you know.
Yeah.
The markets were opening, like, you know, like first Tulum. So I didn't rush nowhere because everything was closed.
And it was perfect timing too, because like by the time you started pushing your app was the time that everyone was fiending to party. They couldn't party all fucking couple months, and now boom, and you're solving a problem with TABLER as well. So it's fucking fresh. So what was the first thing that you did in Miami? Like because to get off the ground, you know, you said you started in, where is it?
Tulum.
But
in Slovenia.
It's in Slovenia. Then you went to Tulum, and then Miami is a whole new playing field. So what was the first thing you did in Miami to get your name out there?
You know, like when people ask me, "Yeah, Allan, are you scared about the competition?" I'm telling them, no, I'm zero scared because I know how many connections I have and how hard I work that I came where I am today. You know, the hardest thing in the tech industry and in the apps is like to get from 0 to 1, right? 0 to 1 mean that you get some users, that you get product market fit, right? And I think this was the hardest because now we already have 500,000 users. Imagine if these 500,000 users tell to each to one person, we have like 1 million next. Yeah. Now the exponential growth is when the people say hockey stick, you know?
100%.
And how I started in the beginning, I remember I was just posting my own tables. I went like in the dinner in Cipriani. I said 5 girls can go with me. First week, nobody joined. Second week, 1 person joined because they're posting on Instagram. Then my ex-girlfriend started posting tables. My brother was posting, so there was already 3 tables. Yeah. And I was hoping, you know, I was thinking, I hope that one day someone will post a table. I don't know, you know. Today is 500 tables a week, you know.
Let's go.
And this was. Then we started making TikToks. I think the TikToks was like the biggest move for us in the beginning, because you know we raised 500,000 in the seed round. But you know,
that was before TikTok, or
just this time. But you know, we have to spend money more on development, more on other things. You know, so we didn't have so much money for marketing, right?
Yeah.
Imagine like $500,000 in United States is nothing, right? And we build the whole app. Like this is what we have until now in 2 years, 500,000, right? I put like my own, like a 250, 300, my own money. But yeah, we started doing TikToks. My brother was doing a really good job. A couple of TikToks went viral, and this was like almost zero free marketing.
Yeah.
In the beginning, when we raised the funds, we tried with a couple of big influencers, Tessa Brook, Hofit, and we didn't get nothing. We almost didn't get nothing from them. And I realized that these big influencers don't work anymore because, you know, today they are promoting underwear, tomorrow they're promoting proteins,
yeah, they're
but now they're promoting TABLER, right?
Yeah.
So people don't believe anything, right? So what I realized is that we did the biggest move. What we did is that we started with very small with our users, right? So we contact our users. We said, we see that you like to using the app. How do you like it? They said, oh, we love it. It's changed my life. I'm going to the super yacht. I'm going to the dinners for free. And we asked them, would you do like a honest review about our app on TikTok and Instagram?
Nice.
For like $50? These people never get paid, right? These people are like 2,000, 3,000 followers. They said, yeah, of course, I will do it, right? Just for your time, we pay you $50. They put on the Instagram, they put on the reel, and all their followers start to downloading the app because they trust them, right?
And would you send them a text message or email, or how do you reach them?
Usually on the app or on Instagram.
Okay, nice.
But on the app, we usually use the app, so we don't go on other platforms.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, and this is how everything started. A lot of girls' TikToks went viral because, you know, people sending to each other, because this was not like a ad, you know. This was like an honest opinion of the girl who is using the app. She told like from her heart, like, I just found this new app, I'm going on a super yacht, I'm going on the dinners. And I think this was the two biggest move here, TikTok, our own TikToks, plus the TikToks from our users. Yeah.
What I think you guys are doing awesome is like, I always say this is like, where the girls are, the guys are.
Yeah.
And you guys have a majority, like what percentage of your users are girls?
70-30 currently. We focus in the beginning for girls, like similar strategy than dating apps, you know.
Yeah.
You onboard the girls and then the guys
will
eventually
follow. 100%.
Come. Yeah, it was pretty good journey.
Let's talk about the development side of your app, because like let's say someone wants to create, because I mean your app is a lot of different variables to it, a lot of moving pieces. So something like developing your platform is going to be way harder than developing like something, you know, like a website or something. So like talk about the development. You said you spent how much money have you spent developing it, and how is that process for you? Because do you have your own development team, or do you outsource it, or and like I'm sure there's a bunch of bugs that you faced and like different problems that came. That's probably a crazy road, right?
It's very good question. How everything started, you know, because I never been in tech industry. I never have experience in this. So like a lot, like people who wants to come into tech, right? First of all, you have to have balls, right? You have to have courage to enter into tech if you don't know, right? And a lot of people asking me, Allan, why nobody didn't do the app like this before, right? And I know why, because the people who are in the nightlife industry, they know this problem, but they don't have balls to enter into tech because they don't know how to start it, right?
Yeah.
On the other side, people who are in the tech, they are usually geeks. They don't go out.
Yeah.
They don't go girls, you know. So how they don't know the problem, right?
Yep.
And this is the reason why nobody didn't do it, you know. For me, I was traveling around the world, and when I was with the app, I was solving my own problems, right? So always I had the same problem. As a client, not as a promoter. I never work as a promoter, but I always thinking, I have to build me as a client, because I went always Miami, I went in Singapore, Ibiza, Mykonos. The client's table says always full of guys, and the promoter table is always full of girls. It's everywhere in the world, right? And I said, okay, if I'm client, you know, like I can ask the promoter to bring me girls. I can ask the club, some clubs, they give you girls, right? But in the end, you know, like you get the girls, but these girls are paid to be there usually. Maybe not in Miami, but in different in Europe, they get paid $100, 3 a.m. 3 a.m. they go home, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't want these girls. I want the girls who go with me to party, to after party, to have fun. And they are there because they want to be there, because they want to have fun, right? And this is like I'm always telling. I will always, any day I will take a little bit less model girl than model who is on the phone all night and going home 3 a.m. right? Yeah. So I will have like a girls who are fun. So how everything started with the app? First, you have to find the UX guy. So the UX guy is the guy who creates the user experience, right? User experience is, imagine if we like look at the human body, we have a skeleton, right? The skeleton is our UX, right? This is our like a wire frame, how our body looks like, right? So the UX guy create like a very basic buttons, very basic screens, like each screen. This is like 1,500 screens or maybe even more, right? Each screen. And now you go with this wireframe with the UX. Now you go to UI guy, to the designer. Designer create over the human body, over the skeleton, skin, hair, eyes, so to look nice, right? And this takes UX takes like 2-3 months at least. UI take 2-3 months because there's so many screens. Every screen, what you click, what is open, what you click, what is open, right? So with the UI, now you have the UI in Figma example. It's a designer software. With all these screens, now you go to development team, right?
It's hard.
Yeah, so hard, yeah. How these start working, they start moving, right? And first, I found the development team in Serbia. This is like 5-hour drive from my city. Everybody was saying, yeah, don't go with Indians, go with like Europeans. They have better understanding, better mentality, better English. But they build the app. I told them in the beginning, I need a scalable app. I will make this happen. I will make this app big. And they said, yeah, no problem. This will be scalable app, right? Everybody's saying I will make big. So nobody I have to tell you, you have to be very careful when you're like, if you're developing app, you have to be very careful how you choose the development team. Because most of developers, 95% of developers, they will just create your app to look nice because they know that you will never have more than 1,000 users, right? Because 95% of the app, they don't never have more than 1,000 users, right? Friends. And then, they don't ever find the product market fit. So this development company built me for like a 45K, build me like some kind of a prototype, right? I call this prototype MVP, they call in the nightlife industry, minimum valuable product. So with this MVP, you go to the market and you find the product market fit. You see if these people will use, what you have to change, and then you go to build the proper thing, right? So yeah, like 45K I spent for MVP, and then another like 100K I spent for like a V2, which we launched last September, version 2. And the V2 is now like, version 2 is like comparable to Instagram example, like to opening fast, to not loading. It's still not Instagram, Instagram is like a $60 billion company. TABLER is like a current valuation 45 million, right?
Nice.
But yeah, we are like, today people are very spoiled, right? Because of Instagram or because of all these big companies, right? So in the beginning we had some problems that people saying, yeah, it's too slow, it's just started, If you check the Facebook in the beginning, how this was like the worst website in the world, right? It was like just like nothing, And yeah, it's a process, right? It's a process how everything started. So when I find the UX guy, UI guy, and development team, then I told to my brother, I said, your job now is for like the next 3-4 months, you just open YouTube, open podcast, and just watch the YouTube podcast about the tech. Just learn, right? Because, like we don't have any knowledge.
Yeah.
So we have to learn about raising funds, about valuation, about dilution, about all these things, about tech, about the development. So I was like 3 months almost at home in my apartment in Slovenia, and I was just watching video. I didn't even go out. I just went lunch and watching video, People don't see, people say like overnight success, but they don't see how everything started. Everything started, like I'm now in a year 2.5, 3. And this is now when it's already, like every Miami people are using, girls loving, but they don't see how everything started. I started with like a couple of $1,000s on my account this time because I came from Bali, and it was like I raised first $10,000 from some girl from Slovenia. This is like one of the best story for me, and I will be very happy when I exit because she will get a really big paycheck.
Nice.
So I put on the story. I said, I'm doing like one big thing. Who wants to be involved? Contact me. She contacted me. She said, Allan, I want to be I don't know her. She just know me from Instagram. I said, I need 10K to start a company. And didn't have presentation, didn't have nothing. She just believed in my words. She sent me 10K. She got 5% of TABLER.
Let's go.
I offer her 2 years later. I offer her 100K to buy back. She said, no, I will wait.
2 years later?
Yeah,
nice.
I will wait a little bit.
Let's
she said,
go.
And this is for me, these people, like my friends and family first invested, like my friend Dushko invested like 10K as well. So a couple of friends and family, and this is why I'm working for you now.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, like, if some big venture capital put now million,
Yeah.
of course, they just care about profit, but for me it will be good, like when I will be in like a 10 years or like 5 years from now standing on a stage with Petra, and I will say, okay, Petra was the first investor who put in 10K, and she's today a millionaire, and this is for me, like very like good feeling where we are when we will go, and this is.
Well, I see how passionate you are about it too, and that's a big thing. Like, I know you're gonna do everything you want to do, bro. Like I said, bro, everything is just consistency and like you said, a lot of people at this point would have given up, and if they've been through the stuff that you've been through, but you're just pushing through it, and you love this shit. I could tell, you know what I'm saying, and that's how you gotta be. It's like, how do you monetize on your platform? Are you guys currently making money?
Yeah, we are making, but like our goal. Currently, it's not our priority is not like monetizing and making money. First stage of the app is like acquire as much as we can users, because you know how it is when you are first mover on the market, right? When people don't understand what they are paying, they cannot pay, right?
Yeah.
It's like, imagine now, like if you are Lyft after the Uber, people already understand, right? We are the competition of Uber, we are Lyft, right? Everybody understand, right? But here it's like this, people don't understand yet. So first we have to give them value, then we will start monetizing them. So we have couple of different strategy how we are making money now currently. First is when people sharing cost, right? So example, it's $100 split. You join my table, which you will pay 106, I will get 94, and $12 will take TABLER. So 6% from the host and 6% from the guest for each transaction, right? Still, we are building a trust, because people don't understand how TABLER works. That TABLER works almost as an escrow,
Yeah.
So imagine now someone send you Zelle, but example,
you have to
it's
send
a fake party,
Okay.
So the guy lose money, right?
Yeah,
Someone can like make a fake party. He said, yeah, it will be party.
That's true.
People send you like, I don't know, 20 people send you $200.
Yeah.
You make 4K, and in the end there is no party, right? These people will never get money back because maybe the guy will run away, right?
Yeah.
But with the TABLER, it's like this: the people pay through the app. We hold the money for 24 hours after the event. If everything is good after the event, 24 hours, we release money to the host. So it's the same like an Airbnb system, It happened to me here in Miami, I booked Airbnb, I came there where they give me address, there was no apartment. So I text the guy on the app, I said on the Airbnb, I said, I'm here, bro, can you answer, what is going on? He didn't answer me, I just report to Airbnb. I said I was there, nobody answered, please check the chat. Airbnb give me money back next day, And this is the same how TABLER works. And this is why we encourage people to use only app for communication, for payment, right? Because in this case, like it happened to us, people join through TABLER, they send money through Zelle, and they report us, there was no party, I lost money.
Yeah.
And I said, and we tell them, yeah, but you didn't pay through the platform. For this, what you did, you have to call the police because this was off the platform. On TABLER, nobody can get scammed,
Yeah.
Nobody, because we check the chat.
And so how does that work with the clubs? Because let's say you do it, do you have to get partnerships with the clubs to have that trust with them? Or is it the host that pays for it? Or how does that work with the clubs as of now?
No, so when I started working on the app, I was always thinking why there was no successful nightlife app. Never. Like in the past, a lot of nightlife apps tried, but there was no success, right? So I realized, because I went on a couple of meetings, and I realized that these clubs has very high ego, right?
Yeah.
They are working for 40, 50 years the same system, right?
Yep.
And the system works, right? The system works. Promoters, they pay, they take a picture, a credit card, a picture of ID when you come to the club. So I said, if I want to make a change, I have to move them that they will try to that they will start to using the different system, right? Because imagine if I build now today the best system and I go to Dave Grutman and I say, Dave, I have the best system for nightlife industry. You want to connect? You wanna change your system? They will say, why?
Yeah.
People are used to it. I don't want to change because it's hard to change. My system is working. I'm making money. So what I did, I went reverse psychology. So the first stage of the app is we just connecting people, you know. So we are not working B2B. We don't working with the clubs. It's only imagine now you book table direct with the club, and then you post your table like you post Airbnb apartment on the app. So the table when you book, it's your property for the night, right?
Yeah.
So now you post your property on the app, and then other people with the same location they will see that you have a table.
Yeah.
And with this we are just creating, and with this I don't need anyone approval, right? I don't need the contract with the club. I don't need any approval from the owner of the club, because the app is taking the public API from Google database, you know? So if someone contact me and they said, yeah, we don't have a contract, we cannot be on your app. And I said, if you don't want to be on my app, you have to delete yourself from the Google, because this is not my database, it's the public API Google database. Same, you will call Uber and you will say, we don't want to be on Uber, Komodo, we don't want to be on Uber, right? Or any other, it's a public location API, right? And this is how I created that. I don't need clubs in the beginning, right? Because I was sitting with, in very beginning, we were sitting with one of the, I don't know if, who it was, but one of the very high in 11. And they said to me, come back when you will be in Red Bull in this industry, you know? And I was thinking, when I will be Red Bull in this industry, I won't need you, you will need me, right?
Yeah.
And this is what I'm creating, right? Imagine now in a year from now, or like 2 years from now, I will have the biggest nightlife user database in the world.
100%.
The biggest.
Yeah.
Because, okay, Live Miami has big one, but from Miami, right? And maybe a little bit from the States. We are like the technology, what is this behind? I can pull up the party in 4 hours and I can bring 200 people. Nobody can do this, not Purple Miami, not J-Rock, because it's the technology is so strong. It's so beyond description. People saying me, I don't need TABLER because I know everyone. Yeah, you know everyone in Miami, but what when you go to Tulum? What when you go to Mykonos? When you go to Ibiza, you don't know everyone, right? So this is where we start thinking big and where the 100%. App has a full potential, right? 100%. Because in the beginning, like imagine when Uber was in the beginning, people will say, I don't need Uber because I know every driver in Miami. Yeah, you know every driver in Miami, but when you go to Stockholm or Oslo in Norway, you don't know drivers, right? So you need Uber. And this is where the big thinking start to coming, you know, and it's still in Miami. There are some promoters, some people, they think they're too cool for the app, you know, because they think, I don't need the app, you know. Yeah. They're too cool, but you know how it is. People don't support you until it's popular to support 100%. You, right?
And I think one thing that I said way early off camera about because regardless, like the data is the most important part, and what you guys could do, especially now, even with 500,000 users, but you will eventually, like you said, you'll grow that. You can easily grow that to 1 million, to 2 million, 3 million. Once you have a couple million people and you could just send them a text message or send them a message on the app, bro, you could start your own table, you could start your own club or something. You know, that's just saying one thing, but one thing that could be a solution, because instead of like all these promoters, they might look away from it because it's just like hype and they think they could do it themselves. But if you provide them a solution to like being able, because like you will still have all the data, but to let like someone like me, like let's say I host events and stuff like that, someone like me to be able to build my own data set, or to be able to like, let's say I want to start hosting on your platform, I could host and it'd be beneficial because I could get people from your user base to come. But the goal, especially for you, is to get because I already have clients and I already have a bunch of girls, to get my clientele on your platform so you can have that data. But with over time, because something that I've been trying to do and really focus on is like, because I do a lot of events. And so if I were to do events consistently, I could consistently grow my database and I could consistently grow my list of first, last name, emails, and phone numbers, which eventually, as I grow, you know, I have big plans and things I want to do too, but if I could use your platform and it could be a solution too, let's say over the course of 3 years, I could grow my own, and I could bring 100,000 of my people to TABLER, but I also have my data of the people I brought in, and then you have the data of 30 of me's, of 30 of me's that brought in 100, you know what I'm saying, 100,000 people. That'll be huge. That'll be fucking huge.
Yeah.
You ever think about something like that?
Yeah, you know, I already have like a lot of people thinking that I want all the promoters, right, from the industry with TABLER, right? On later stages, but I don't want to. I already have the plan for the promoters, you know. In the second stage of the app, the promoters won't work anymore for the club, but they will work for TABLER. Everyone will work for TABLER. Because imagine now what I'm creating for the promoters is that you, because on the second stage of the app, we are doing the API with the club, right? So I have 2 million users. I come to Tao Group and I said, okay, I have 2 million users. I know where they're going. I know what they're drinking. I will bring all my clients to you, and I'm cheaper than promoter, right? So they will connect their system, because I already had a meeting with 7 Rooms and Vemos. They will connect their system, so you will be able now to book table through the app, right? So on the second stage of the app, you won't be able to anymore to post table on the app, but you have to book through us if you want to share with others, right? Or if you have a promoter subscription, you will be able to post, but the promoter subscription will be higher. Plus, what we will do, that every promoter will work for TABLER, and we'll have a selling. You will just sell the link to TABLER to your clients, and you will get paid direct to us, not from the club, right?
Yeah.
And now imagine you will get the TABLER MasterCard, debit card, and every day you will get a commission out from your table sell. You know, so you liquid immediately. Yeah. A lot of promoters in Miami.
They have to wait 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, you have to wait 3 weeks. Some small promoter, they never get paid.
Yeah.
Now imagine the promoter, I'm giving the promoter solution that he sell table today and tomorrow he get paid. Bro, it's no brainer. He will work 100%. For me, even if he get a little bit less 100%. Percentage. Example, if the club pay me 10, I give the promoter 8, TABLER take 2, right? You still, every promoter will work for me, and this is what is our plan. Like we are doing like a full like the plan is crazy. The roadmap for the next 2 years is crazy. People don't even.
The development's going to be hard on that, huh? Yeah. How, when it comes to, because as like you said, right now you're focused on just acquiring more users, right? So in the terms of raising money, you know, investors obviously want to look at the money that you generated. So how hard has it been for you, or how are you, like how has that gone? Like in terms of raising money, if you guys haven't really been too focused on the income generation to show the investors, you know? Yeah,
we are already generating the revenue a little bit.
Yeah.
With the Boost My Table as well. You know, the Boost My Table is a feature which is like almost Google Ads. You can pay to be on a 5 first spots on the homepage, because there is 500 events, right? The guys and girls, they just check maybe 15. So now you can pay from $18 to $30 to be on a 5 first spots in each city. So New York 5 spots, Miami 5 spots, and this is already generating. But it's hard, yeah. Like you said, 5, 6 years, 7 years ago was much easier to raise funds without revenue, right? But today, like you said, they just look at the revenue. We are currently raising Series A around 4.5 million on a 45 million valuation. We already have a couple of different investor calls, but you know, for me, I'm trying to go as long as you can without the VC money. You know, I'm trying to bring like a private investors, friends, family. Because this is people who understand, and I don't want VC money that they will tell me, yeah, you cannot do illegal parties marketing, you know, because this is not politically correct, 100%. You know. Like when you have the real institutional money, they just look how it's politically correct, right? And they can always tell you, yeah, you cannot do this, you cannot do this. We are organizing like a one party in Miami, and one lady came and she said, yeah, you are doing party, I will call your VC, you know. And I said, we don't have a VC. What you will call? Call. I'm the founder and CEO. Oh, you don't have VC? I was reading on Instagram that you have a VC. And I said, no. Like even when I see this, that people are threatening me with like a VC, that they will call my VC, I'm thinking, what the fuck? I don't want a VC, you know? Like that they will like telling me what I have to do. Like I came from 0 to 1. What is the 100 with my vision, with my mind, you know? And now someone will tell me, like, who is like 50 or 60 years old, how we run the nightlife app, right? Most of them don't even understand. I was sitting with a couple of VCs 100%. And I said, you know, there are tables in Miami for 3-5K. And he said, really, the people pay 3K for a table?
Yeah,
and I said, bro, 3K, you're sitting like next to the toilet in
yeah,
Miami,
exactly.
you know?
Especially I live.
Yeah, in next to the fucking
100%.
washroom, right?
And this is why I love, like, this is really why I got into like the nightlife and the concierge, because for me too, like right now, I just bought a yacht, and I have an investor who helped me with a Ferrari, but it was a friend, right? And so I personally, and the concierge for me is like a networking business. Why? Because like I have the agency, which that's cash flowing well, but the concierge, like a lot of times I don't make money or I'll lose money just to make the right connections. Like off the concierge, I've met billionaires, like, and I've made good relationships with billionaires, but I'm not at the point to ask them for money yet. Like, so what I'm working on now is with the current assets that I have is just to build a fire track record so I could show them a track record. But I feel like because it's obviously like similar, right? Like it's just similar niches, similar industries. But it's something that you do have to find, like private investors, like someone who kind of just likes you as a person and sees the vision and sees where you could take it and sees like your drive and passion towards it. And that's the people that would throw the bread in this case right now too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah, but like before, when you tell me, or when you give me the advice, I think it's a good idea to maybe somehow motivate you as a concierge or like a promoters, you know. So what we are already doing with some venues and with some promoters, that we are splitting our fee with them, you know. So example, we have a 12% fee. Like if you bring a client, like we give you like 6% from whatever your client will put any of the table on the app. Plus we have a referral program. So nice. A referral program, it's working like this, that every link on the app is your personal link. So you can go like on any promoter event, you can go on any of your events, and you go copy the link and you send to someone this event, and someone download the app, we will see that this came from you, you know. So what we are doing now, we are paying the every, like a girl's guys, $3 per download. So if someone brings like 1,000 downloads a month, he get 3K. And this is start from $3 to $7. It's a lifetime. So like example, from 0 to 1,000 downloads, you get $3. From 1,000 to 3,000, you get $4. From 3,000 to 5,000, you get $5. And then 5,000 to 10,000, $6. And then up to more than 10,000 lifetime, you get $7 all your life. So people are, this is our like a growth hack as well, how we are growing. Because people are like, you know, they go on the event and they just share the event. He said, yeah, join here, download the app, and they get paid for each download, you know.
Yeah, and I think honestly, like, I mean, I know you know what the fuck you're doing. You know way more than fucking I do. But I think the text message blast is something that could be huge, because imagine like if you guys did that, bro, I'll do all my events on your platform, every single fucking one. And imagine like, for example, my birthday is going to generate like $40,000, $50,000 and just off my clientele, and I could bring everyone to your platform, and we could make it like, obviously if you have that solution to where you could text message blast, you could make it so like they could book through TABLER, they have to pay through TABLER. So if you just make it super easy to throw a whole event, especially like you said, you have the QR code if they do. And so if I do all my events, I grow a huge list of eventually 100,000 people on there. All my events are getting paid through TABLER, and it's just a huge solution for me, because right now what I'm doing is I'm doing Cash App, Venmo, Zelle. I'm doing it fucking on my notes, writing down, okay, VIP ticket, put a little, you know what I'm saying, Excel sheet, okay, VIP ticket, this guy, okay, he paid, yes. Yeah. It's a fucking process, and it's such a mess. And so
so you mean that like any person who ever join your event, you have like a special like a group, and you can just write the message and you click from
exactly,
the app?
because when they sign in, if they want to confirm their ticket, they need to sign in and make an account, put their first, last name, email, and phone number. And then once they do that, whatever promoter brings them in, they have their own niche that they're growing, that they could grow that list, you know?
Yeah.
But like if you did that, I'll bring you 100,000 users.
But you know what we are doing now in the second stage, which is maybe even better. So we were like on the app, you know, on TABLER app, you can make a friends, right? So like you add people as a friend, and like you will have a friend list on the app, and then you just with one click, you will be able to send the invite on the app to every of your friends, and people will get push notification, you know?
Nice.
Like same like a message.
Nice.
So you'll get a message, you'll click, and it will open the message. Why I wanted this? Because I want to keep people on the app.
Platform.
I don't want to bring them to the message, right? I don't want to bring them to the Instagram, right? And I think the push notification is one of the strongest, you know, because like a lot of people, they have messages, they have off notification stuff, right? But like when it's a new app like a Tabler, people don't off the push notifications, right?
No,
Or usually they have on because they don't want to miss the events and stuff like this, you know. So this is the feature which we are doing, and maybe this is a good idea. We can add as well like all your previous people. Maybe we can do like this, that if the person ever joined to your event, that it's automatically your friend, you know.
Yeah, no,
So
exactly.
you know, they join your table,
I think
and they
work
automatically they put on the friend list.
And like what you said, you want to keep it all in the platform. That'd be a smart idea.
Yeah, because you know why? Because example, like more time people spend on the app, bigger are chances that they will see your event. And today promoters in Miami, what they are doing, the people join them on the app and they give them like a phone number. Yeah, text me there. You know, like if 30 people join them on the platform, you have a group chat. You have everyone in one chat. Why you want the 30 people text you separate message? Like, you don't know how much work is this? 30 people sending you message, you have to answer everyone separate. But you have one group chat, you can tell them, yeah, 5 p.m. Or like 8 p.m. there and there. Like we are using we are doing our events and we just use the Tabler, like fully Tabler. People text us, yeah, can you text me number? And we said, no, just use the Tabler, that's it. And this is like why we have to, why the promoter has to get used to it to keep everything on the app, because more people will join their events, right? Imagine like Instagram, people now they're so addicted that they open every day Instagram. So we have to make people like this, that every morning they will open Tabler, they will see your event, they will see his event, right? It's so many people in the world, so there is no competition, right? It's a tech, you know. It's not like that you have a group chat and like some promoter will take your girls, right? Because there is another 150 another girls, right, who maybe come to you and you maybe will like even more than your girls, right?
One thing that I'm working on that, and then I'm gonna ask you a question after this. But one thing that I'm working on, like a little side project of mine, is I'm like, because I think a big way of how you guys are gonna scale are through promoters and stuff like that too. Just because a lot of, I mean, you can multiply yourself. There's 1 million promoters, and 1 million promoters have their own clientele already or their own girls and stuff. And one thing that I'm doing for my concierge is what I realized, and like you said, is like a lot of promoters are unorganized, or they just don't know business, or they just know what they're good at. They just pull up with girls, and then they have some guys that like the girls, so they come with them, you know, and like they're not tracking anything. They're not business savvy at all. One thing that I created was like a platform, well, not a platform, it's a group of anyone that I'm trying to just bring as many promoters in there, and I have like 60 promoters in there right now, because some promoters have more clients than even I do, and it's pretty much like a solution for them to just upsell their current clientele easily. So pretty much I have a type form. Do you know what a type form is? So a type form is just like a form that they just click and they fill out, and so let's say they get their information, and then it's like, okay, what is the lead interested in? If it goes yachts, it goes to this, and asks those. If it says jets, it goes here and it asks these questions. If it says mansions, it goes here. If it says
it's like a funnel.
Exotic cars, I need this type of information. So it's like if they have anyone interested in anything concierge, they open the form, they fill it out with the lead, and then as soon as they finish the lead, I get a text message, and I have a whole team. So my assistant would know what the lead wants, and then we'll call them and then just try to close the deal, and then we'll as soon as we get paid from the lead, we'll pay the promoter his commission off rip. So and then I also provide the promoters with I have a bunch of lifestyle content. They just post up so they can market. Any lead they get, they fill out the form, we close the deal off rip, because I have access to over 200 plus yacht owners in Miami, whatever exotic car, direct to owner in Miami, and so it's like a solution for them. I think it was pretty dope. And one thing I want to ask you is, what has been your biggest what do you think has helped you scale? Like, is there one thing that has had like a bigger effect when in terms of scale? Like, what has helped you grow the most? Is there a specific strategy, anything you did creatively, or what's one thing that you think that really helped you blow up TABLER to where it is now?
Yeah, I think, you know, the most important is consistency and building a brand. So like when I started, I said, okay, we are building an app, right? But our goal is to build a brand, not the app, you know? So because the app is just the vehicle to make money, right? In the end of the day, when you have a big brand, we can now like do the party, Tabler party, and it's not like money from the app, right? We can sell the t-shirts. A lot of people coming to me and they said, Allan, I just want to have a t-shirt. I will work for you for free just for the t-shirt, you know?
Nice.
They believe in the brand, you know? And you know, for me, it's like the most important thing is that everything what is going out on the public has to be very clean, you know. Like when the designers came to me and they give me something on the table, I look at it and I said, "You think that Apple will release this?" And they looking at it, they said, "No, I don't think so." And I said, "Why we want to release something like this? If we want to be Apple one day, we have to be at least like Apple or better, right?" So everything has to be clean. Everything has to be like very like professional, you know. And this is how I think I build, because people like today that something is, you know, like why Apple succeed, because there was Motorola, there was Ericsson, there was so many mobile things, right? And everybody was telling don't go into the mobile industry to Steve Jobs, you know, but he did something like so like a perfect, you know, like a perfection, you know, and this has to be like the brand has to be perfection, and then when you have a brand, then app is just the vehicle to make money. And I think this is the biggest thing why we are doing good. But like I mentioned before, how we did it with like a TikTok with this, but yeah, you know, like why we are not running so much ads, because I said first we have to first build the brand and then we run the ads, because you know, like if we just start running the ads, then we are another app, you know. People will just see it's 2024. It's very hard to convince people to click download, right? But when you have the brand behind and people see, okay, Tabler has a party there, Tabler is in Mykonos, Tabler is in EDC, I see so many Tablers. Now you're running the ads, now people click the download, right? People has to see at least like 20 times before they click download, right? And yeah, this was, I think, the biggest for us. I'm talking all the time with my team. We build brand. We don't build the app, you know.
100%. And so I see you guys doing a lot of stuff with DJ Hugo. His name is Thug Hugo, right? Or DJ Hugo?
Yeah, DJ. He always correcting me. It's a Hugel because
Hugel,
it's a French.
Okay, so I messed up. My bad. I'm sorry.
It's a French.
Sorry, Hugel. I'm sorry. But yeah, talk to me a little bit about that. How did that come about, and what are you guys doing with him exactly?
Yeah, so like a year ago, I was in one villa party. We were organizing villa party in Biscayne. Island, and someone just invited Hugel to the party. I don't know who it was, but he said he told once the story on our podcast. Someone just tell him, yeah, you want to go to the party in the club or you want to go to one villa, and he said, I will go check villa. I want to chill a little bit. So he came there. We started talking. I explained him about the app. He said, wow, I love it. It's so like in line with my business, right? DJ stuff like this. So then one of our investors, he talked with him. He take him on lunch, and we meet on the call. I explained him everything. I said, you know, for us, my strategy is that everybody who is in the team of like a partners has to put something has to put cash in. Because I believe that if you put your skin in the game, then you will do everything, right? I could come to Hugel or anyone and I said, yeah, you want to be my marketing partner, I give you the percentages, right? But in the end of the day, you know, like if you're just marketing partner and you didn't put any money in, you will be like comfortable, right? Maybe Allan will work and other people will work, I will be just rich, right? But when you put your money in, then you are like, you want to do it, right? Because you want to bring at least this money back, right? What you put it. Yeah, we signed a contract with him. He invests a little bit with half of with the money and half of them with his marketing and stuff. And yeah, this is the deal how we started, and now he is our full partner helping us. We are doing together with him shows. We are doing together with him Tabler experiences. A lot of DJs now are using Tabler as a tool to get girls and guys on a backstage, right? Because imagine now, okay, I'm the Hugel or I'm John Summit, right? And now I have to text girls on Instagram, yeah, you want to come to my backstage? It's lame, right? Like John Summit has to text girls now, right? The assistant is sometimes sending and friends. But now imagine now you're John Summit or Hugel, you put the table on the backstage on the app, and now the girls start requesting you, and it's a power game, right? Now you accept the girls which they can come. And it's the same situation is with like normal people, promoters, right? Before, promoters has to go around the beach texting girls on Instagram, can I come, you want to come to my table, you know, like it's already like a lame, right? Like I'm the promoter and I'm inviting girls, but now the girls asking you, can I come? Can I come? Yeah, you can come, accept. So now she feel, you know, okay.
This one no, this one no.
This one no, this one yeah.
This one no.
Now you can accept or deny. And it's already part of the game. The same like a Bumble, right?
Yeah.
Why the Bumble, the girls has to do the first move? Because it's completely different mentality, right? Because, example, when you get girls to join your table because they come just because of you, because, you know, sometimes you text the girls and you said you want to come to my party and this is like your girls and they just come because they don't want to disappoint you, right? But they don't want to party tonight, but they go because they know that next time will be good party and you won't invite them if they won't come today on a lame party, right? Or like some small party, right? And this is with Tabler, it's like this, that you always get the girls who really want to go party, right? You don't need to ask them and like talk with them and beg them to come because today you have an empty table but you don't have girls, right?
You want to know a funny story? So one time I had a client and he booked 120 foot for me. He spent like 15,000. He got it for like 6 hours. He also wanted me to bring girls. So, bro, I was so busy that day. I was like, bro, I got no time. I brought like 5 girls myself, posted it on TABLER, and then like 5, 6 girls came from TABLER. And I told him, yeah, I brought the girls. I brought the girls. And he started talking to some of the girls, and then one of the girls was like, yeah, I came from TABLER. He's like, what the fuck is that? He went and asked me, he's like, bro, what's TABLER? And then, bro, this guy, like everyone, one was like a big dentist, one owned like a bunch of pharmaceuticals and the biggest pharmaceutical in California or something. The other one was like a huge rare rug plug for celebrities and older dudes, but they're like wealthy.
Nice.
And then as soon as I told him about what it was, he was like, I want to invest in it. Like everyone I talk about it, bro, they love it. I think I texted
connect
you.
me, I'll give you 5% finder's fee.
100%. And bro, like everyone I do talk about it loves it, bro. I'm telling you, you have something that, and I believe in it fully, bro. And like just talking to you, like I know you're gonna take this shit far.
Yeah, I will give you one example how people are using the app in Miami. Like I have a lot of doctors, entrepreneurs, and like a big business guys, and they're saying me, Allan, you know, like I don't want to date one-on-one. I don't have time, right? Like I go like every day one-on-one on date, and it's like an interview, and maybe I don't like the girl, I have to still be there because I don't want to be like a rude.
Yeah.
So what they are doing, they post like a dinner table example. Tonight I'm going in Cipriani. They have doctor, professional. I want to take 5 girls with me in Cipriani. So he take 5 girls. He said, Allan, if I really like any of them, then I took her on a proper date, right? So I don't need to date one-on-one. And the girls are telling me, Allan, you know, for me it's so good because I feel very safe. I go with different girls, and I would never go with this guy on a date.
Yeah.
If I would see his picture on like a Bumble or Tinder.
Yeah.
Because you know, like from picture he didn't do nothing. He didn't look like nothing special, right? But I went on this table because I always want to go Cipriani. I never been. So I went because of the event and because of the experience, and then I come to the event and I start liking this guy because of who he is, not because how he looks like.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's like a win-win for the both sides, right? Because now in the end you get like a hot girl going with you on a dinner because she wants to go, she wants to have the experience, and then, you know, maybe you can find love of your life. It's everything is more organically, right? Because in the dating apps, 85% of people they just talk, they never meet. Because when it comes to meeting, then you know what, we go to cinema, we go to dinner. For most of the people, it's very hard to plan. But in Tabler, everything is pre-planned. 8 p.m. tonight, Cipriani, 5 girls, boom. You know, we are giving people a location of meeting. What is the best thing, you know? 100%. My friend is like a very high in cybersecurity in US Department of State. He said, Allan, Instagram as is now, it has maybe like 2-3 years, like a lifetime, because in Instagram, everybody is rich and every girl is beautiful, right? Yep. Nobody believes nothing, right, anymore. Yeah. And, you know, like he said, the next big thing in the social media are the apps which are connect social life, like a social media with the real life, right? So you meet on social media, then you meet in real life. Because people like to do things in real life, right? What is Instagram giving me? I can just DM, I can like photos. What is this? Like the girls feel better because they get the likes, right? But, you know, like the people as well using Instagram DMs, right, to meet in real life, right? But now you imagine, now you meet through the events, right? You go together party, you go together on a private jet, you go together on a boat, right? So you experience together, you meet friends. A lot of girls are saying me, Allan, I love it. I meet so many friends. I go with 10 girls. With one of them I click and it's my friend, you know?
Yeah.
So
let me ask you this. As of right now, I mean, like I said, you've already built it thus far. What is like your short-term and long-term goals for this, and how do you plan on getting there?
Yeah, so the short term, the roadmap for the short term, first what we are doing, the next thing what we are doing, we're already developing is the rating of the users, so rating system. Because what I realize is that a lot of girls in Miami are flaky, a lot of guys, some promoters, they are like creepy. So what I'm creating now, it's a rating system where people will be able to rate the experience after the event. So imagine now you post a boat, 10 girls come on the event. After the event, you get a pop-up, rate the experience. 3 questions. Only 3 questions each. So you can rate the girls, and the girls can rate you. So I was always thinking how to do this, right? And I was thinking I cannot do the stars because if I like you cannot be like a 5-star human and like the other guy is 2-star human, right? So I got a very good idea, and we are already developing. After the event, you get 3 questions, and it's only thumbs up, thumbs down. Right, I will give you the example, 1 question. How was the vibe? Thumbs up, thumbs down, okay? So now you get 10 thumbs up inside 30 days. You get a badge, Super Tabler. So every girl now that you are like a good to girls, you're good. So girls will join you, right?
Yeah.
More. Now you have you have two different badges. The one is the 100 thumbs up lifetime. You get Tabler Gold. And then you have 1,000 thumbs up lifetime. You get Tabler Black, and with Tabler Black you will have we will do with Alto, with Uber like a deal, and you will have a free pickup and drop off at the club, like very special features for this. But these badges, like a Tabler Gold and Tabler Black, you will have to pay it. Same like Instagram, you know.
Yeah.
In Instagram, everybody can pay the verification, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's saying it's a bullshit, you know. Everybody can pay. There is no respect for this. But in Tabler, you have to earn first, and now you earn, and we give you option. If you want to show to others, you have to pay $14 a month, you know.
Nice.
Everybody, I earn now. I was working like half a year, 100 I have, $14 a month. For Tabler Gold, because now you know that all girls and every guy will know that you're gold, that you're like fucking top G, right? In the Tabler, because you're super host. Like the Super Tabler, this one you have to confirm every month, so this one is not payable, but this is just like a 10 thumbs up, so every month you have to confirm. Same like an Airbnb host.
Nice.
So this is the next big thing, and this is the first social media app in the world which will have a social proof, right? Because through event you will get a social proof. This guy is a good guy to be around, right?
Yeah.
So like imagine now, like I'm hosting events now I have a gold or black. Everybody, all girls will know. If you're like if the girl will not show or she will be late, she will get thumbs down. If she get 30 thumbs down, she will get a red badge, and she will get like a warning. So please, we are trying to have a nice and community for everyone. Please try to increase your rate, right? Because the thumbs up and thumbs down are going up and down. So if you get 100 up and you get 5 down, you have 95, you know, so you don't have a gold.
Yeah.
So you have to have always over 100 to have a gold, right?
Nice. And so long term, where do you want to take this 10 years from now? What do you see Tabler being? How many users do you see it at, and how do you plan on getting there?
Yeah, so the long-term plan is to be like one of the biggest like a social media event app in the world. We wanna create the whole community where people will be able to join the events, where people will be able to join to buy tables through the app. So the second stage of the app, the plan is, like I told you before, it's an API with the club. And now you imagine, this is like the biggest selling point for the club. So now the Live Miami has all tables on the app, right? Which you can book through the app. And the girls can already join empty tables. So there is a $30,000 table, there is a $15,000 table, there is a $5,000 table. So girls join empty tables. So me as a client, I come on the app and I see $30,000 has already 100 girls connected. If I buy this table, I can accept them, you know?
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's a selling point, right? The $5,000 have only 4, right? Because nobody wants to go on 5,000. So the client come and he will pay $30,000 and he will already buy, and now he can accept all girls who he wants. And this is the long-term plan, and this is where we start working with the club and with the clubs B2B, and where everything it's like, you know, like this is the when we become unicorn and we become $1 billion app 100%, you know.
And how do you plan on getting it to 10 million users, 15 million users? What do you think that takes?
Yeah, it's now when we are already like build like a big brand, we are raising now funds 4.5 million. And now you imagine our first strategy will be like to start organizing big events. We are organizing like a small 500. But now imagine now when we have funds and we are already making money, now I can throw a black coffee event in Jungle Island, right? For 2,000 people, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to join this event, you have to download the app and you have to be accepted. You have to buy tickets through the app, right? So we wanted like start to working like a big events plus running ads, because the brand will be already so big. And on the second stage, you know, like you said before, you know, we have now the biggest user database in the world, right? So imagine now I come to like any of these big hospitality groups and I said, yeah, you want to connect your system with my system, I bring all my clients, all these things, and they will say, no, we don't want to. Now, like you said before, now I will throw my own event with black coffee or with one of the big DJs, right? They will have empty venues. So on the second stage for them, it's no brainer. They will have to work with me. Otherwise, they won't have no one, because I have so big superpower, which is push notification, right? When I send to 1 million users push notification tonight, black coffee, nobody has this. No Live Miami, no Mila, nobody has this, because we are doing nightlife app and we are doing we can do as well events. This is not my goal. My goal for the events is growth, right? But in the second stage, I have so many options. I can open my own club, I can through my own parties, or I can work with the clubs if they want to work. Example like Booking.com, right? In the beginning, nobody didn't want to work with Booking.com, but today, if you're not in Booking.com, you're no one, right? And this is the same my strategy. On the second stage of the app, if you're not on TABLER, you're no one.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, we just want to build like the biggest and the most like database in the world. And you know, for me, a lot of people were saying me, yeah, Allan, you have to focus on models and exclusive events and stuff like this. And I said, no, you know, like when Airbnb started, they started from the sharing sofa, right? They didn't start sharing the exclusive villa. Because when you start something very exclusive, it's very hard to go to the masses. It's better to start with masses. I'm not working with models. I'm not working with these big people, celebrities and stuff. Why? Because, you know, like the biggest apps in the world are apps which are serving like masses, not exclusivity, right?
Yeah.
It's more money in exclusivity, but right, like you have masses here. You have the masses here, and like now imagine, like I said to you, now everybody is using the app. Now, of course, they come the big people. Now they come models. Now they come celebrities. So it's so much easier come to masses to exclusivity than if I launch to the exclusivity and then people say, this is just for VIP. This is not for me, you know. And this is how I'm building. Yeah, I'm not like focusing on like celebrities and stuff like this. I don't care. You know, if this Kim Kardashian comes, she has to join through the app. Otherwise, she's not going in.
100%. So let me ask you this: what is your day-to-day like as of right now? The CEO and founder of TABLER. What is your day-to-day? I mean, and I have another question too. 2 more questions before we wrap it up. I know I took up a little good time of your time, a good amount of your time. The first question is, what is your day-to-day like? And the second question is, this one I think is super important too, is like, what I always say is, you're like a business is really just depends on your team. Like your team is everything. If you could be the best, you could be Superman, but if your team sucks, you're not gonna save the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? So one is, what is your day-to-day? And the second question is, how hard has it to, because you have a fire team. Matt's amazing, Ali's amazing. I know Chris, the tech guy, Chris, he's fucking, I love him too. Like everyone on your team is fucking solid. So how has that process been like, trying to find your team, trying to find the right people? I'm sure you had to hire and fire like crazy. and also what your day-to-day is like on a daily basis as of now.
Yeah, so currently, like the team, the 80% of the team is in Miami. We have some people in Ireland, we have some developers in India, and but now we are moving everything almost in-house. So how everything now it's going like online. So we are doing the two stand-up calls per week. One is on Tuesday, one is on Friday. So everyone has their own tasks, what we have to do. For me, example, it's like almost like a 4 or 5 months a year I'm focusing fully on computer work. So like doing things with just on the computer. Like example, this year was January, February, and September, October. So I don't go out, I don't drink, I'm just like fully focused. Because in these industries like this, you can get very fast lost, you know. Like
lost in the sauce.
Yeah, it's a lot of party. I'm party like 6 months a year, but body is like, you know, work. I don't go out anymore, like for myself sometimes.
It's market research for you.
Yeah, market research and meeting people, meeting managers, meeting people in nightlife industry. So it's plus, you know, we are hosting tables. I'm hosting a lot of tables. My team is hosting a lot of tables. But yeah, most of the time is like from the morning till 1 p.m., 2 p.m. I'm usually working on a computer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Taking a lot of calls and stuff.
Yeah, calls with investors, call with the developers. Because I have no product development, head of product, but I'm still, you know, the brain behind and like giving a lot of ideas and stuff like this, because it's still my baby and my vision, right?
And when it came to finding your team, how hard has that been for you? How was that process?
You know how it is, like I said, I'm a huge believer of law of attraction. So I believe the universe give you what you need, right? So like in the beginning, like I said, I was sitting at home and I was thinking I want to make an app and I need the designer. So like, you know, you just 2 days after I'm sitting in the coffee shop and next to me is like sitting the best designer in Slovenia, you know. So this has happened the same how happened with the Ali side. I went on one business networking boat, and Ali was there. He said to me, "Oh, hi Allan, what do you do?" I said, "TABLER." I said, "Really? You're the CEO of TABLER? I love TABLER." We start talking, and like very fast I started realizing that he has everything what I don't have, you know. He is like from corporate background. He is like very politically correct. He is very like thinking, like doing like paperwork, emails, all these things what I don't like. I hate it, you know. Like if someone is to tell me, "Please Allan, can you do this contract?" You know, I will need for 2 weeks to sit down and do the contract, right? Because I'm everything else. But Ali is the best thing what happened to TABLER, because he has everything what I don't have. It's very similar to my brother, but he has more experiences and more. So he bring a lot of people to the team, and yeah, he has this, you know, like feeling for people. He likes to hang out with people. Like for me, I don't like I like my circle, but I don't like to meeting new people. 100%. You know, like me and Ali go together on a networking event, and he is like the person who is introducing me to people. And this is why, because when I'm going out, you know, I don't like to be out if I'm not drunk or something, you know. I have to be drunk because otherwise I'll be rather home, you know.
You don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah, so it's, but Ali is very social and very, very, very good, like an asset to TABLER. And yeah, this is how everything started. And then Ali bring Matt, even just send us email through the, just send us email, and I went with him on the call. And I like it, you know. For me, it's always like on a first click, you know.
Whether you like him or not,
if I like, it doesn't matter who you are, what is your background, you know. If I like the energy, like for my pharmaceutical company, the girl came on the interview. 5 minutes, I knew that she's the G. She did everything, bro. She did everything. She was doing, like, without her, we would never make it, but we did it because of her, you know.
Let's go.
Because she was doing everything, things in the office, everything, like a really G girl, you know.
Now, last question. What has been the craziest experience doing this whole, I know you do hella fucking parties, non-stop events. What's like the craziest thing that has happened?
The most crazy experience, I think I never tell this in public as well.
Hey, we're getting all the gems. You guys have to leave a like. Make sure you leave a like for these gems right now.
Yeah, one of the craziest, really crazy one was during the COVID in Tulum. I organized like a TABLER jungle party. It was like a peak COVID, and they said, yeah, you cannot do the jungle party. So I did the jungle party like very deep in the jungle, you know, very deep. Like we had like a shuttles which are picking up people on a different location. So we set 3 people there on the petrol station, 3 people there, so nobody can follow, right? Because otherwise, like, someone could follow us in the jungle. So we did the party, everything good, like the witches were playing, really like a good party in the middle of the jungle with fire, with the lights, with everything. And then one guy who know for the party, he called the police.
Oh my gosh.
He was jealous or something. Bro, like 3 a.m., 5 cars, like army with the police in the jungle. Go down, they're screaming, you know, like on us. I'm sitting there, and I'm very like relaxed, you know. I'm always in the flow, you know. And they said, "Who is the organizer of this party?" You know. I'm quiet, and a lot of like couple of people shown me, you know. And I said, "I'm not organizer. I'm just here for tourist as a part, like just having fun, you know." And he said, "No, you are organizer." And I said, "No, I'm not. And he said, "You have to sign here that you are organizer, otherwise you go in jail, you know." And I just put like hands like this, I go in jail. They put the handcuffs on me. They put me in the police car. I go in the car. I'm talking with the guys, with the police guy. I have empty phone. I said, "Can I charge my phone a little bit?" They charge me phone. We're driving to the jail.
Oh my gosh.
My ex-girlfriend following us with a driver, because I had a driver this time. They're asking me in the car, "How much you will pay?" And I said, "Bro, I don't have nothing. Just put me in the jail." And he said, "Oh, you don't have nothing." And I said, "No, I don't have nothing. Just put me in the jail, you know." I didn't care. And they were like, "Oh."
Because if you would have signed, you would have been fucked, though, right?
Yeah. And they were like, "What the fuck? Oh, he just wanted to go in the jail," like talking something in Spanish I didn't understand. In the middle of highway, they stop. They step out of the car. They go back to my ex. And they said, "How much money you have?" My ex has like $300 in the pocket. She said, "I have 300, that's it." They give 300, they release me.
Wow.
And people were telling me, "Allan, if you do jungle party during the COVID, you cannot get away with less than $10,000. They released me.
But it's because you didn't sign. I feel like if you signed, then you would have to actually pay.
I think because I didn't sign, and because they see that they won't get nothing. Because people get scared, you know. People get scared. They will put in jail. They just try to, you know, like force you to pay, right? And I said, "I don't have nothing. Just put me in the jail." And they were like surprised, you know. And this was one of the craziest experiences. I was scared a little bit, you know. I will go in fucking Mexican jail. But in the end was like for $300 I left out everything.
You had a good experience.
Everything was.
How did everybody get back from the jungle? Or was
we had a shuttle, so the shuttle drive them back. Some people ordered taxi, but like a lot of people were scared, you know. Like
damn.
But yeah, this was one of the crazy experiences when I was building TABLER, you know. Like you know, I was like, I knew that this COVID is nothing, so I was just, you know, like especially like for young people, you know. I was telling before that how this should be done. They will just tell all young people can go everywhere. Like the older people has to stay at home because they have like a bad immune system, right? But young people should like just like live life, you know, and get like the natural immunity, right? My father was like vaccinated like for 3 times and he still got a COVID. Like my ex-sister was vaccinated 4 times, she's still getting COVID. Damn. I never get vaccinated, never got COVID. Like maybe I get once because I didn't have the taste, but I never go taste myself, you know. I didn't have the taste and smell. So we've been in one restaurant, like 5 of us sitting at the table, and we called the waiter and we said, "I think this food is without taste, can you take back?" And then we realized that we all have COVID, you know.
Damn, that's not good. But hey, man, listen, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Guys, I literally texted Allan a couple hours ago and I was like, "Yo, you down to do a YouTube video today?" He was like, "I have a call at 11:30, call at 12:30, call at 1:30, maybe after." And he made it happen, bro. And I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much again. Yo, if you guys like this video, look, you guys are here watching this before TABLER is $1 billion company. So, you know what I'm saying? Leave a like for this. He dropped a lot of gems in this video, told a lot of good stories. And I hope you guys were able to take back home a lot of valuable information, a lot of gems. And Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If there was anything that I didn't ask that you guys might have wanted me to ask, make sure to drop it in the comment section. Maybe if a lot of people do ask questions, we could possibly do a part 2 with their questions or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Is there anything else you want to say before we go?
No, thank you. Download Tabler app. Just go in the App Store, Tabler app.
Download Tabler app. I'm gonna have my affiliate code. No, definitely download Tabler app. And yeah, that's pretty much
affiliate
it.
code. We will give you.
Thank you. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. That's pretty much it. We're gone.
Thank you.
Thank you again.